What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video, you'll now be creating a pencil illustration of Miles Morales. Today's lesson is slightly different than usual. We took a poll and 90% of you chose the pencil over the Sharpie. So what we're going to do is create a dynamic pose starting with some basic shapes. So let's start with our pencil. We're going to start at the top right side of our page and loosely sketch out a circle. Let's start from the very top. It's going to loosely work our way around towards the bottom. We're going to go all the way around the right side and back down. Now we don't have to get a perfect circle, we just want to get the right size and placement at the top right side of our page. So we can go back and just smooth this out. Now from here I'm going to pose out a character like a stickman. Let's start over on the left side. It's going to start with a straight angled line coming down across the neck. Now from here it's going to curve the body, going out towards the chest and then back down towards the hips. Let's angle the left leg coming down. And right here we're going to sketch out a small circle for the knee. Let's bend the leg. We're going to go up towards the left, towards the heel, add another circle. Let's go back up to the hips and draw the back leg. We're going to come straight down towards the knee, add that circle. We're going to bend this up like we did on the left, up to about there, add a circle on the heel. Now I want to draw a character with the arms stretched out towards the side. Let's start from the base of the neck. We're going to draw a straight angled line going up towards the hand. Now on the end, we're going to draw a large circle just to capture the size of the hand. Let's go back to the base of the neck. Let's draw the arm in the back coming down at an angle. Now we're going to draw a smaller circle just because it's pushed out in the background. It's going to appear smaller. Now that we have our pose stickman, we want to go in and add a second level of detail. Let's start by adding some shape to the head. We're going to start with the side coming down, so starting on the left side. And pull this down and then in towards the chin to right about there. Go out and then up towards the right side of our circle. Now I want to separate the head in the middle. Now because the head's turned over towards the right, we're going to bend that center line over towards the right side. So let's start up here, bend this out. I'm going to pull this down towards the point in the chin. We're also going to be tilting the head down. So I'm going to start on the left side of the head, bend this down, and then up towards the right. Now right where these two lines meet is going to be the center of the face. So we're going to step over, just going to add a gap in between the eyes. Just leave a gap on the left, and then the right side. And then from here, we're going to loosely add some shape to the eyes. Let's start from this point, curve this up towards the top of the eye, and then bend that out. Let's go to the right. We're just going to tuck this up and then out towards the side of the head. Now you want to draw on the bottom of the eyes, starting from the outside, come down towards the bottom, and just pull that up on the inside. Come down on the right, and just tuck that up along the side of the head. Now we want to start adding some volume to the body. Along the top of the shoulders, we're going to start on the left. It's going to slope the shoulders coming down and out. Now over here, we want to add a socket for the arm. So we're going to sketch out a circle. Let's curve the back from the bottom of the circle, coming in and then down towards the hip. Let's go over towards the right side, draw that same curve. I'm just going to pull that down towards the same height. Let's close off the hip with a curve. Now along the hips, we're going to add a block. From the hips, draw two straight lines coming down, close off the bottom with a straight line. And then we're going to add some thickness to the legs. Let's start in the center of that bottom line, bend the leg coming down and then out towards the outside of the knee. Go up to the hips, draw the outside, coming down towards the left side of that circle. Let's do the same thing with that back leg. Starting from the outside of the hip, bending this down and then in. And just tuck this up underneath that front leg. Let's bend the lower half of the leg towards the ankles, going out and up. I just want to taper this so it gets wider as you come back in towards the thigh. Let's do the same thing along the back. I'm just going to draw on top of our front leg, so we have that continuous line. Now we're going to add some volume to the feet. We're going to go a little bit bigger with the feet. So on the side of our ankles, we're going to draw almost like a teardrop shape. We're going to go out, come down towards the bottom of the foot, and just pull that up on the inside. Let's go over towards the right. We're just going to angle this down, go around the knee, and then back in. Again, we're just drawing on top of our sketch. Let's go up and add some volume to the arm. Let's start from the top of the shoulder, start with a curve going out and then up towards the hand. From the bottom, we're going to go up and then out. Now with the back arm, we're going to connect this to the right shoulder up here. So we're going to add a socket, sketch a line going across the middle. Let's add some thickness to the arm, starting on the top and then the bottom. Now we're going to add the thumb and the fingers. Let's start from the top of the wrist, bend this up towards the top of the thumb, round up the thumb, and then bend that back in. Let's add the palm with a curve coming in towards the center of the wrist. Now you want to extend that index finger, going out with a straight line, round up the finger, and then come back down. Let's fold two fingers in between. So we're going to add an oval, tuck the second one underneath. Now the bottom finger is going to go straight out, round this out, and just pull that in towards the bottom of the wrist. Now with the hand in the back, we want to have that same pose, but we're going to see the back side of the palm. Start by flattening off the bottom, extend the thumb coming in, and then round that out. Let's extend that outside finger, going out, round this out, and pull that in. Now we're going to draw the second straight finger. We're going to go up and pull that in towards the top of the knuckles. Now we're going to add that third level of detail. Let's start by adding the shape of the hood. We're start from the top of the head. Just going to bend this across the eye, come down towards the side, and just going to bend that in towards the chin. Let's go back up to the top. We just want to extend this up past the side of the head, come around the outside, and then just pull that down and in towards the chin. Let's draw the top of the hood. We're going to go across and then bend that down, pull that in, and then down towards the bottom of the head. Now we're going to open up the jacket in the middle. Let's start on top of the shoulder. We're going to wave the jacket coming around the shoulder, going out, and then down towards the bottom. Let's go over towards the right side, bend this out, down, and then up. Now I'm drawing the back side of the jacket, starting over on the left, going up, and just pull that in underneath the arm. Now on the right, just draw the outside, and then from the bottom of the curve, just tuck this in behind the body. Now I want to see the inside of the jacket going across that back arm, and just pull that in towards the body. Let's add the edge of the shorts. So we start halfway down the thigh. We start from the inside of the left leg. Just going to bend this out. Now we just want to pull this across and out on the left, almost like the wind's pushing it back. Let's go over towards the right side and do the same thing. From the outside, bend this in and up towards the hip. Let's go back up and add the drawstrings. We're going to start on the left side of the chin, bend this around and then down. We just want to grab the shape of that drawstring. Let's pull this one down, up, and then out. Now you want to expand the cuff of the shoe around the ankle. So we draw an oval, starting from the top of the leg, come down a bit further, and then back up. And then along the bottom, I'm just going to curve this up along the side. Now that we have a pretty good rough sketch, I'm going to go back and lightly erase some of these guidelines. Just taking out the head inside the hood, and that center line. Now that we have our clean rough sketch, I'm going to go in with the tip of my pencil and darken up our contours. Now I'll start with the inside edge of the hood. So I'm going to start along the bottom. Now at any point, we can just modify the shape if we want. Just going to pull this up towards the top and bring that down. Now I'm just going to work this around the head. Just using these short lines to create that dark line. Now there's going to be some opportunities to add some folds along the way, so I'm just going to add one along the top and just fade that down and just continue along the back. And we also want to remove some of those sharp points. So taking out that sharp point from the hood and just pulling that down. just tracing out the outside of the eyes. And I'm going to lightly trace the inside, adding a trim around the eyes. Now right here, we're going to add a little bit more shape to the arms. So we're going to start with the cuff, just adding a tight cuff around the wrist. And then we're just going to add some thickness to the outside of the arms. Just going to pull this down and then in. So loosening up the jacket. I'll add that trim around the inside of the jacket. And now adding some shape to the thumb. Just adding some thickness to that drawstring. I'm just going to tuck that hand along the back in behind the jacket. I'm just going to lightly add some more detail to the top of the shoes with the laces. And then trim around the toe cap. And I'm going to lightly add that logo in the center of the body. Just adding rough detail. Now we're going to go back and continue to clean up our drawing. Now at this stage, we're left with a much more dynamic drawing than we would if we had started with just a Sharpie pen. And because we started with a pencil, we can break down a drawing with these basic shapes first, and then layering on the details after. Now to make our drawing really pop, I'm going to go back in with my Sharpie pen and just trace out our contours. Now once we're done inking on our drawing, we can go back and erase our underlying sketch, sign our art, and add a splash of color. And that's pretty much it. There's a cartoon illustration of Miles Morales. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. And if you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single day. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. If you really want to discover your artistic potential, then join our Club Masterclass membership. For just $1 a month, you'll gain instant access to exclusive members-only drawing tutorials, virtual art camps, and much, much more. Join our thriving community of passionate artists just like you and let your creativity soar. So just click that link in the description, and I'll see you in the club.